Hello everyone and welcome back to Shadowcrest's Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, you saw that we went ahead and killed a couple of Poes, the red Poe and the blue Poe, and now we are just basically on our way back to finish the temple. And I'm going to keep the talking kind of minimal in this one, in this Let's Play, guys, this episode, because I'm like super tired. It's 3:15 a.m. and I wound up staying up later than I wanted to. Because I wanted to, get this video recorded, or not recorded, but get this video out there. So this is the one time that Navi says something I'm actually interested in. Watch for shadow monsters. So she's basically talking about the wall masters, or the floor masters, I guess, which are these like little creatures that when you kill them, they spawn into multiple little creatures, and they jump down from the ceiling, and they're scary as hell. So here I see that there's green bubbles, but there's a key. So I realized that I messed up somewhere along the way, and what I did was I went and defeated the Poes without going back and hitting the eye switch on that twisted hallway. You're supposed to put Farore's Wind down there so that when you get the stuff you need, you can go back, hit the switch, and then go and defeat the Poes. But I defeated the Poes before I did that. You can still do it that way, but it just saves you some time of having to walk back. And there we are, we're back at the twisty hallway. Smart idea, guys, if you do this temple, put Farore's Wind in this hallway so you don't have to run all the way back. It's just a minor annoyance, but still it saves a lot of time. So I jumped up basically thinking that I needed to go up there to shoot this, but then I realized if I go up there I'll just aggro the blue bowls, and it's just a waste of time to fight those, so I just figured I'd jump back down. But what you do when you hit that hallway, you actually make it, instead of twisted, it's straight, and meaning that the room afterwards won't be twisted either. Well, I mean, it'll be twisted the other way, which will allow you to jump down and grab the boss key. Now, I do like that aspect of the temples, I guess, is that you can get boss keys instead of just normal, you just go in and you defeat the boss like you did in the first 3 dungeons. I do like the boss key aspect of it, but I do like the key aspect too. These temples are going to get increasingly harder, but I think that the water temple is the hardest. I don't think the spirit and shadow is as hard as the water temple from what I hear. So at this point I realize, oh, I have to kill these blue bubbles because, yeah, the door is barred, and somehow killing enemies unbars doors. Zelda logic. And so yeah, if you don't defeat them within a certain period of time, the blue bubble will just spawn back up. Basically the blue on the blue bubble. That's just my son, he talks in his sleep, guys. And yeah, there's one of those ginormous Deekababas. And I don't know what made him so big. I don't know if like Ganondorf came in with some GMOs or something, or some growth hormone for that they would use on cows and give them to Deekababas. Now, as you see, I'm going onto the sledge not only to get the hearts, but there is actually a gold skull still up there. And I'm trying my hardest not to fall off this, but the camera angles in this game is so funky because of how old of a game it is. Now there's a room over here on the right in which I'll be fighting a floor master. I'm probably just going to speed this up because it does take me a little while. Alright guys, so basically if you didn't see, I just found out that the easiest way to kill him is jump slash the floor master, and then and then spin slash the rest of the pieces of the Floor Master. So yeah, you have to come in here to get another key, or else you're not going to be able to get into one of the new rooms coming up. So if you go in this door, you're going to be coming up on blue bubble, and this is going to, I believe, let us out, right? Yeah, I believe this is how we're going to get back to the main room. For some reason, I had wanted to kill the blue bubble. I think the reason is I wanted to see which room I was in. I didn't use the actual guide for this one, so I wanted to see which room I would be in. I love how the hook shot can just kill these things in one hit. Like, it's really nice to be able to have something to kill these guys in one hit, because you used to have to wait for them to turn around, but now it doesn't matter what way they're facing, you can just shoot the hook shot at them and they're done. So they're not as much of an annoyance as they used to be. But one thing that, speaking of annoyances, is this heart is really annoying right now, so I hope that that gets resolved soon. I think it does, though. So I wound up going back in. I don't know why I do that. Is that actually what I'm supposed to do? Might be what I'm supposed to do. I don't remember going the wrong way here. I guess there was a door maybe I forgot to open. I could have swore it was... No, it wasn't in the main room. No, this is the right way to go, actually. We have to re-go through what we've done, I guess. And, maybe, I think we have to make the door twisted again. Yeah, that's what it was. We had to make the door twisted again. There's a locked door on the right side. There we go. Now the corridor, I believe, is all twisted again like it's supposed to be. So this is going to allow us to go to the right side, going through a door with a key hole, and that will lead us to the green Poe, which is actually a puzzle. You're going to see that quite soon. And if the commentary on this one's kind of dull, guys, it's just, I'm sorry, I'm really tired, but I do want to get this video out because I want to keep the series going. I'm wanting to do BioShock next, and it looks like it's going to be a really fun game for me to do. And so I want to get this Let's Play going, you know. Yeah, so like I said, if you come over to the right side in the green bubbles that we saw earlier, we now realize that that's how we just need to go open it. So I guess I do decide to just ignore these guys. There's really no reason to even like go after them, because you can just walk around them and then open up the door. So no need to even fight them, especially if you're like speedrunning it. So here, I try to do the right thing. I really do. What they want you to do in this puzzle is they want you to take a bow and arrow, shoot the arrow through the fire at the ice eye. See, but what they failed to take into account is that I'm a failure at this kind of stuff, so I missed. So I said, okay, screw this. I'm just gonna pull out Din's fire, walk over, and then light up the eye. Alright, and after opening this up, I'm just going to cut this part here because I wind up falling down to these pots over here because I feel like they're going to have hearts in them. And I just have to climb back up, so I'm just going to cut this part. Alright, awesome. So now we are going, I believe, back to the main room. I can't remember at the top of my head if we do or not. Honestly, I can't remember much about the dungeon. I just did it. I just like walked through it, basically. But no, actually, yeah, we're going to be going to this checkerboard area in which the ceiling is falling. There's, as you can see above me, there's holes in the ceiling. And you can just, basically, you can tell where they're going to be. If there's a shadow, like a gold, where a Skulltula will come down, there will be a hole. If there's a chest, things like that. If there's a switch, there's going to be a hole there. So that's how you know, basically, where you can stand. I believe that chest actually doesn't even give you a key. I think it's just a bundle of arrows. So, kind of useless. I mean, I have 29 arrows, so it's going to be like 1 arrow. Yeah, just totally useless. But, I mean, I guess they're trying to make sure you have them for the fight that you're going to be doing soon. The boss battle. Now we are in the puzzle room, and I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because it's just a puzzle and it's pretty simple to solve. Ooh, just in the nick of time. We had like 6 seconds left. And now we are just going to be facing the green Poe. I didn't actually look at the names of all these Poes. Probably should have. I mean, I guess, do you guys really care about the names of the Poes? I don't know if that's a big deal for you who watch the Let's Plays, but, I don't know. I didn't feel like it was that big of a deal. They're just four Poe sisters. You know, they're used as a puzzle to get to the regular boss. I mean, the boss is really what matters in these dungeons, am I right? So, by the third sister, I mean, you should know what you're doing by now. It's pretty simple. You know, jump slash and you know, block them with your shield. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty simple. There we go. And the fourth sister, believe it or not, is just right at the middle of the dungeon next to the elevator. Super easy to get to, and she's actually just as easy as the other Poes, or easier to face. Because she straight up tells you where she's going to be. And I'll tell you about that here in a second. So basically, the first time around, you have to kill all of them in order for them to reset, basically. So it's easiest if you use a bow here. I don't know if you can use sword or not. But as you can see, now that there is 4 sisters that'll pop up, she'll spin around to let you know which one she is. So there you go. You see her spinning around. Boom. Shot with an arrow. And that's basically just how this fight goes. It's pretty simple, so I'm just going to speed it up. There you go, everybody, and sorry about speeding up everything. It's just, if I know you've seen it before, and I know it's just going to be boring, because, I mean, she spins around, you shoot her, it's pretty simple. Then I just like to speed it up, just to get out of the way for you guys. So you're not watching, you know, the same thing 4 times over, which is kind of what you do with these Poes. Now here's a pretty easy puzzle. You just grab these and you start spinning them, and you just go into each individual room to collect things and to hit buttons and whatnot. And there's actually going to be a gold Skulltula we're going to collect. See, there's a closed off area. Here, it's an open area with a switch. So you want to step on that switch. That'll open up the gate of another room, which you'll be, you know, spinning this obelisk around for, again anyway, to get into. And here on our left, or on our right, one of the two, you will see our final gold Skulltula of the Forest Temple. It's 5 total, 1 outside and 4 inside. I accidentally go up the elevator here, not realize when I've done, so I have to get back off and get back on. And here we go, the boss fight. Now guys, before I do this, I'm going to go back and I am going to get some fairies. Alright guys, we've got our fairies and now we are ready to fight the big, the bad, the Phantom Ganondorf. So what we need to do is we need to find the little area in which we can leave, which is where we came from, apparently. And boom, here he comes. So basically if you come over here into this corner, the Triforce areas, you can just see as he's coming out of these paintings, you can shoot him. Now he usually has a duplicate painting in which he can come out of, so he can come out of one of two. And so what I like to do is just in between the two. Then you'll see where he's teleporting from. You just aim at that area and then pop. But I missed him there, so sadly. But I did show you here as if you're in the corner, he can't actually hit you. He just throws it in the middle. So the horse is like the easiest part of Phantom Ganon is when he's on the horse. So honestly, this is the simplest part, and there's like a rule of 3. If you hit him 3 times with an arrow, he will come out into regular, just Phantom Ganon instead of Phantom Horse Ganon, basically, and he will become very, very easy to, or very, very hard to fight compared to now. He's very easy to fight right now, but later, this one's all about deflecting him, and I suck at deflecting these back. So, and you're gonna see that throughout this whole fight. So what I'm actually gonna do is, I think I'm going to hit him with a reflection once, and then I will speed it up because I'm really bad at this, and this fight took like 7 or 8 minutes. So rather you not guys not have to wait and watch an 8-minute boss fight. If you don't like that I'm speeding up, go ahead and leave in the comments below and let me know. I just don't know if you guys want to watch me fight him for 8 minutes long. So. There's one thing I really don't like about the Phantom Ganon fight is the mechanics of, like, if you see, I swung there, but since it wasn't the very tip of my sword, it doesn't reflect back. If the blade hits it, it should reflect back. It should not have to be the very tip of it. Like there, why did that one not reflect back? So this fight is very, very wonky by the game developers. Honestly, I would give this fight like a 5 out of 10. It's probably my least favorite boss because the controls are very, very wonky. This is probably my only complaint about this game is this fight in general. Like this fight is my biggest complaint about this game is this fight in specific. I don't think that the controls are right. I think it's a very wonky fight. I don't think it makes much sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up here and just yeah, enjoy. There we go, guys, and as you saw, that whole fight I was trying to get those crouch power stabs to go, because you can actually kill him in one little go if you just crouch power stab him after one of those long stuns, apparently. But hey kid, you did quite well. It looks like we may be gaining some slight skill. But you have defeated only my Phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish it to the gap between dimensions. And there we go, guys. We just got another heart. So 2 hearts out of our second row so far. So we're definitely on our way to all 20 hearts. And now we're going to meet the second sage that we need to meet. Can anybody guess who it's going to be? That's right, it's Soraya, or Saria, or whatever you want to call her. Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. I am Soraya, the sage of the Forest Temple. Well, I know that, Soraya. I've known you since you were a kid. I always believed that you would come, because I know you. No. You don't have to explain it to me. Because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. I will stay here as the Forest Sage and help you. Now please take this medallion. Awesome, guys. And so we just got what I consider is the first medallion, because, I mean, can you really consider Raru's medallion a real medallion? I mean, you just get it for free. You didn't do anything. You took its just sword out of the stone to get a free medallion. Like, come on. We didn't work for that. This is our first real medallion. The Forest medallion. Soraya awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Soraya will always be your friend. Now, if that isn't sad, I don't know what is. And there is the dead Deku tree. As you remember from when we were a kid, he dies. But what is this? It's a little plant. We'll see, I guess. Did I plant a bean here as a kid? It's a new Deku tree. Hi there, I'm the Deku tree sprout. Because you and Soraya broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you are not a Kokiri. You're actually a Hylian. And I am happy to finally reveal this secret to you. Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku tree could sense that this was a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally the day of destiny has come. You are a Hylian, and were always bound to leave this forest. And now, you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule. Now Link, break the curses on all the temples, and return peace to Hyrule. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Shadowcraft's Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the next episode, we will be going to Lake Hylia and collecting, as well as Dodongo's Cavern, and we'll be going towards the Fire Temple. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.